Hey, look mum, no computer here, and this just happened on Twitter between me, Kursa, and it's Bear. Ooh, very funky. Basically, I've been summoned to make an all-analog fart box. How are you going to do that? I have no idea yet. However, I know if you do a little bit of fine tweaking on a synthesizer, you could kind of make it sound a little bit flatulent. It's sort of flatulent-y, but I think we could do a better job than that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the workbench and we're going to try and make the ultimate flatulent fart box synthesizer. So after doing a little bit of research of flatulent tones, I've just got out a breadboard, which is basically something that you can prototype electronic circuits. So I'm going to try and use a few different circuits that I've got lying around, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I might have a working fart box. So it's about midday. I've just woken up. I was working till bloody late last night. I have no idea, but it was about 5 or 6 in the morning when I realised that I should look at the clock. And yeah, I got to a point where I was pretty damn happy with how the fart box is turning out. Like, everything's modulating everything to the point that the sphincter is finely tuned to, you know, the rhythm of a human passing of gas, you might say. I managed to get plenty of fart noises. Quite believable fart noises, if I do say so myself, as well as being able to make a pretty damn good kind of really weird synthesizer voice. Now, I haven't really heard a synthesizer voice like this because it's very musical and then you twist it and it turns into farts or something truly odd. So the next step I need to do is I need to work out exactly what's going on here, and then I'm going to make a permanent version of it. So wish me luck!
Woo. Okay, so let's start by working out exactly where to put the knobs for that perfect farting interface. And then we start drilling to make the whole holes like permanent, you know what I mean? And then give it a lick of paint. You're the artist, lovely jubbly. And then you've got to make all of the parameters very clear with clear labeling. Make it sure that they know exactly what kind of diet you're going to be having, the urgency of the fart, how tight the sphincter is, all of that stuff. It's got to be labeled clearly. We're not quite ready for farting yet. We've got to actually make the circuit board to make these farts happen. This is the simulation of your whole digestive tract all onto one piece of circuit board. And then we got to put all the knobs inside the box to make it nice and farty and beautiful, lovely, jubbly, and then put all the knobs on. Oh, they look fantastic. And then it's a case of soldering all the wires onto the circuit board so you're building the perfect simulation of your bum hole. Now it's a case of hoping it works.
So I've just got in. I finished this at about midnight last night, but I decided not to test it because I would be there for many more hours in case it didn't work. So I've left the testing to now. So I'm going to plug it in, see if it's all working, and see if it makes the fart sounds that it has promised us. Right, here we go. Time to plug it in. Oh my god. Oh, ooh. Oh, well, that's good. It works! It works, and it sounds like a fart. We got a working fart machine! So after 2 long days of circuit design, as well as a few comments from my neighbours about the health of my digestive tract, I give you the fart box. So time to let one rip and see what this beast sounds like. So, we've got it set up now with a couple of friends. This lovely machine is actually using a process called cross-contamination synthesis. I just penned that. I have no idea what it means, but basically what it is everything affects everything. So it's kind of like, you know, if you eat a curry, it will affect the fart, but the fart will also affect the curry in a weird, you know, butterfly effect kind of manner. So I'm going to bring in the wetness of the fart now. Oh, that's soggy. Okay, so we've got a nice wet fart because when it's dry and it's, you know, quite a healthy diet with... It's just, you know, a little bit background noise, which is good for when you're a person, but not good when you're a fart box. Oh, and the great thing is when I play it with the drums, kind of sounds pretty good. Listen to that! man, if my bum could sing, it would sound like this. That is amazing. Oh, that is... They sound like farts. I don't believe it. I've made a synthesizer that's devoted to farting. Oh. It's very hard to not make anything that doesn't sound like a fart. But we're going to still go through a few of the fart things and then I'll show you what else it can do. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's like your granddad's fart, that one. That one's like a proper, well-used sphincter right there. Oh, right in the background. You know, chilling on Sunday lunch and your granddad's on the armchair. Granddad, what was that? Oh, sorry, Sam. Okay, let's tighten up the sphincter for a second by flicking this sphincter tightness switch. That's a bit more like a robot fart. We'll go back to normal, nice and loose. So we're going to sphinc it up now. Oh, the sphinc button has proper made it sound like a bit of a... Oh, that's grandma in the afternoon. That's... Oh. Oh. Oh, it's disgusting. I guess if somebody came back on a time machine and they were slightly bionic, this is what their trump would sound like after a nice bit of Bombay mix. Oh! Disgusting, isn't it? This one I'm going to call Gloria Gaynor's Warm Revenge. So musical. There's so many farts. Like, that's the whole family farting at once, that is. By the way, we haven't tried Vindaloo mode yet. Let's give that a go. Okay, starting off sensible. It's getting stinky in here. Zero gravity farts. So here's a little example of how you can use this as a normal synthesizer, but then slightly bring it into fart zone halfway through if you really want to. So there we go, that's the stinkiest synthesizer in town. It's a fully fledged analog farting wondrous, you know, ring piece of a machine. I'm gonna send this over to Kursa for saying thanks and making such a stinky idea. For anybody who's interested in this, I'm thinking of actually building a few of these. If you want PCBs, I'm going to be designing those in the next couple of days, as well as sharing the strip board layout. So keep an eye out if you want a machine that is cross-contaminated and just overall very odd and not your usual kind of synthesizer. If you think you really want one of these, please comment and let me know, because, you know, the more people that might want to buy one of these, the more chance I'll make one. But yeah, I've been sharing videos on the development of this over the last few days on Patreon. So if you want to see kind of like machines and inventions before they're actually out and videoed, even by a good few months, then go and check out my Patreon, because, you know, it might be of interest. And I'm also going to be doing the next musical live stream where I do 2 hours worth of jamming on the Patreon in the next couple of days as well. So go and check that out in the link. And yeah, if you want one of these, even as a PCB project or a strip board project or even an assembled one, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, so I've been Look Mum No Computer. Don't forget to subscribe, always be flatulent, and don't be scared to try it.